Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fourth day of the Subud World Congress 2014 here in Puebla, Mexico, in direct of our amazing convention center. So far, Congress TV has been showing you the spaces, the people, governor's speech, new WSA chair. We've also brought you a lot of cultural aspects of Puebla, and I think we've been keeping it quite light. So for us, it's important now to actually give you an insight of what Subud members are doing and working hard to make the Subud community rise and become a better one, yes?
We're trying to organise a workshop around basic calisthenics, just to give the youth some inspiration and some good information about it and how it can be pretty life-changing on a health level. And
show us your gun.
Well, I have myself a little project about to help children who have lost their parents in the war in Syria and in Kurdistan, Iraq. And I will try to build a school and also with a place where they can live and to help them with education and living.
Now for 8 years she's been working really hard, but also there's been rumors that she's not doing really much. So now it's a moment to defend herself. What are you doing as a vice chair executive to make the Subud community stronger and better every day and at every Congress especially?
Wow, that's a big question. I mean, there's lots and lots and lots of things that get done. I mean, we have, a lot of people working for the executive team, from translations to subtitling videos to checking all our legal statuses and our copyright issues and, helping the groups, with communications. I mean, I don't know, I just can't even start to think about it.
There seems to be a presentation of a working party from the delegates.
These brothers and sisters, when we got here to this conference,
really
they had made
slow.
these shirts.
I guess one thing that Subud community needs to work on is speaking faster.
Bapa made very clear that he left all his worldly authority embodied in the Congress. So this is the highest authority we have in Subud in terms of the world. Forgive me if I feel emotional. The great challenge in Congress is to always remember that the delegates represent all the members of Subud, and therefore they have to be honored. Almost above all, but of course we put the Latihan first. What we realize today is there's this dichotomy for a delegation between expressing the interests and needs of their country and the danger of self-interest. And Ibu has warned us about this difficulty of balance. It's the first Congress with neither Bapa nor Ibu. Now when Bapa or Ibu are here, there's a natural focus.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. It's really hard to talk about Subud.
No, I just want to tell you guys that Ibu Rahayo herself is really enjoying Congress TV, and I want you to put that out there. Quiero que todo el mundo sepa que Ibu Rahayo está muy feliz de lo que está pasando en Congress TV. Lo mira todos los días. She's watching it faithfully.
Hey! What is your job to make the Subud community a better and stronger one? Giving flowers. Thank you. This is the innocence of a child. This is really important to remember, because as we grow, the ego grows, but it all starts with giving flowers to people, I think. Some people don't want us to know the truth. They don't want to know.
I create satire, because if you can't laugh at yourself, then you don't deserve to laugh at all.
Okay, so I would like you to laugh at yourself right now.
Look at that face!
Don't cry.
It's not funny anymore.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Way of Kindness, a wall that's been put up as an art space for people to write a small message of kindness to the world. Share and enjoy the silence, dance with someone, tell a joke, high-five someone, big smile, show how much you care, play with kids, treat someone for ice cream. Could the solution be that simple?
I'm supposed to be a helper in Croatia, but I do not have a group due to certain circumstances, which I hope will change once I get back, and with more force, with more diligence, more attention.
Well, I think Subud really needs to just open up and be as free and open as possible.
Yeah, I think that Papa said that the Larihan was a gift for all mankind, and then our job as Subud should be to be open to all mankind. And like Roland, I don't think I'm doing much toward that.
Well, at least you're sharing the message.
Yeah.
High five. High five.
I guess the way I would format the question is, how is it that Subud can feel so vibrant and alive in an international World Congress, and then back in our home groups feel so stifled and closed and isolated? What is it that we're doing internationally that we're not doing locally?
We really make a gigantic effort to bring the young people here, bring other people, bring the experienced people, bring the arts here, Congress TV. These are a lot of efforts we make that I don't think we make those same efforts when we're in our own countries and when we're in our own communities. And maybe that's really a learning lesson, is how do we make those same efforts in our own communities that we make here at the World Congress? Because we really do strive to be inclusive and bring so much to the Congress.
I would say that one answer to that would be, we have to look at how open we're being to people who might be interested. You know, when people have a question about Subud, how difficult do we make it for them to come in? In Subud Los Angeles, the Subud house is rented out to 12-step groups like Alcoholics Anonymous and other such groups, and also creative groups. There's nothing there to tell people about the organization that hosts the building, that has the building that is hosting their organization. You know, one of the steps in the 12 steps is about increasing conscious contact with a higher power. I would promote Subud as a direct contact with a higher power, and not so much as an introduction to a theology or a dogma introduced by one man. I do think that Papa received the Larihan and gave it to all of us, but how do we share that without alienating people? It's a big problem that I think actually needs to be discussed openly, and that all voices should be heard on.
And to me, our message really could be much simpler. It's, you know, through the grace of God, we've been given a contact to a higher power, and by quieting our heart and mind, we can open ourselves up to that contact, and this is available for all of mankind. We can put that out there in 2 sentences and invite the world in, and I think what we've done is we've made it so complex, we've closed the world out rather than making it really, really simple, because the Larihan is really, really simple, and it can be a really simple message that's put out into the world rather than held so tightly among ourselves.
Okay, and I think that we've learned today a little bit more about how the delegates and the Subud organization tries to keep the Subud community united and try to help it grow. But I think that it seems a lot of Subud members are asking this really, really simple question, is how are we going to share the Subud experience with the rest of the world, and how are we going to make it more inclusive for outsiders as the world is moving really fast forward? How is this spiritual organization going to open itself to everybody? If you have any idea or suggestion, feel free to comment in the comment section down below.